Hey everyone, it's Diecast here with another video, and today, as you can see in front of us, we are cracking open some rare vintage German Matchbox vehicles. And like I said, as you can see in front of you, there are some very cool pieces, stuff that I've been chasing for a little while, and it'll be difficult for me to open it because it's a shame that these things are in very good shape. But that's the rule. If it's going to be part of my collection, it must be ripped open. So let's get right into it here. We got some very cool pieces to look at. Of course, we're going to save these for last. And we'll open up some of the a little bit newer stuff. I guess we'll start with the least interesting stuff here. But still very cool nonetheless. Of course, I'm a big Volkswagen fan. And we will start off with the 62 Volkswagen Beetle 50th anniversary, I guess, from 2001 in this green livery. I gotta be getting close to getting every Volkswagen Bug here, at least standard release, non like show releases or toy shows, fairs, whatever. This is a pretty cool release. I'm not a big fan of the decals. I like the more stock stuff, of course, as most of us do. But still pretty cool. This particular version has suspension, which is very cool. You get yellow windows, which I don't really like. No details in the front, no details in the back. Gray plastic base. That one is not too bad. Moving on to the next one, we will look at another Beetle, but a newer one. This Concept 1 Beetle. Pretty neat casting. Let's see here, 2000 copyright date. This is a neat little casting. Suspension again. So this is the nicer version. I believe the little bit older ones, like this one, have the painted portion around the window, which just adds that little bit more detail instead of it just being clear. It's nice, a little bit of plastic there. Got a nice texture to it. Again, don't really care much for the decal, but it is a model I don't have, and these were cheap. Headlights are part of the window, which is nice. Plastic base, of course. That not so bad. And we got another Volkswagen here, this 1967 bus. Like a dirt bike on the side. And I believe 2000 copyright date as well. I can't see it. I think so. Pretty sure. Nice blue color. Again, not this era of Matchbox, like 2000, 2001. It's kind of goofy decos. No suspension. Pretty sure some of these did come with suspension. White base. Yeah, this one's alright. Not too bad. Moving on here, what should we open up next? I got another Volkswagen bus here, a little bit older. This one's, I like this one. Pizza delivery. That's pretty cool. 1999 is the copyright date. Sometimes these things can be a bit of a pain to get open. A little bit of different casting too. This one's got the open top. I'm pretty sure this has suspension. Sure does. Yeah, I dig this livery, or decals, deco, whatever you want to call it. Brown base, which is an interesting choice. I like that. That's not too bad. I love the suspension stuff that they had in the late 90s. What should we look at here? let's take a look at these Audi TTs. I got a couple in here. Audi TT Roadster in blue. I can't remember. I think it's the next one we're going to look at. The guy I bought it off of said it was a rare color variation. I know this era, let's see, 2007. I think it was like 2007, 2010. Some of the cars from that era, if I could be horribly wrong. Some of the versions of those were brutally difficult to find, and some of them were quite pricey now. This one's pretty cool. I like that. Like I said, 2007 copyright date. Yeah, this era of Matchbox, the vehicles just don't come up very often for me. Ooh, let's not damage it. You do have all the good details on it. So headlights, grille, rear. Yeah, I gotta get a new light or something, a new setup. This is bothering me. And not a bad interior. No suspension, that's okay. Yeah, this one's very nice. Clean example of the Audi TT. And moving on to the another Audi TT. This time is the coupe in almost a brown with a peanut butter interior. This one I believe is a little bit older, if I'm correct. 2005 copyright date. I think this one's a rare color variation. I don't know, maybe used wrong, and I really look into it, but it could be wrong. Not much in terms of headlight detail, but it's there. And nothing on the grille, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. A little bit on the back, that's alright. This is a good example for sure. Same copyright date. It's a good looking car for sure. And moving on, we will look at this Mercedes-Benz Cls 500 in blue. This is a great casting for sure. I don't know how many they made of this. I don't know a whole lot about Matchbox, to be honest. I try my best, but there's just so many cars, and so many different brands. 2007 copyright date. It's very hard for me to keep track of what's coming out between Hot Wheels and Matchbox and Mini GT and Greenlight, and it's almost impossible to keep track of it all. Got the sunroof, full detail on the front, a little bit of detail on the back. Yeah, we love these clean, very stock looking vehicles. That's a very nice example for sure. Bit of a rough roller. Sticky wheel a little bit. Not too bad. Moving on, we got a couple more to look at. These are the oldest that we're looking at that I showed you earlier. We'll look at this one first because it's got an absolutely mangled card. Volkswagen, just says pizza van, but it's clearly a Volkswagen. Funny, it's a pizza van as well. There's the other one. What's the copyright date on this thing? I think it was like 70 something, 1980. It says right there on the bottom. If you care, there's the back. The card's mangled, and I think this thing's worth a little bit of money. Let's rip it out of its plastic cardboard dungeon and take a look at it. This thing's very old. No suspension. Pretty jiggly. This thing's very cool. Very happy to have this one. It will go in a little plastic protector to keep it in good shape. 76 copyright date. Made in England. Very cool. Metal. Yep, metal base. Metal on metal construction. Wow. That's a very, very cool piece to add to the collection. Hopefully you guys like that one. And we got two more. I'll save the best for last. And we have a Mercedes-Benz 300E. Cool casting. Got opening doors. Metal and metal construction, which is nice. This thing is a pretty much minty mint card. Again, it's kind of hard to open it, but I gotta do it. So Toys R Us for $129. That's kind of neat. There's a number there like that. 86 is the copyright date. Oh, we gotta do it, guys. We gotta do it. Ooh, look at that. Just barely pulled the corner. Oh man. That just came right out. Might even keep that, you never know. Alright. Good roller. Suspension works. Let me get the doors open carefully. It's obvious this car is very old, so I don't want to damage it, right? You have a dark, dark blue interior. I know it's hard to see on camera. And some of my favorite, or one of my favorite wheels from Matchbox. I like that. It's got the little Mercedes logo raised there for part of the grille piece, which is, I believe, separate. Yeah, must be a separate piece, along with the headlights, which is nice. Like I said, a metal base. Very nice to see that. Fortunately, that can't happen anymore. Unless it's some premium model, of course. That is a very, very nice model. Love that. And the last one we're looking at, which I've been chasing for a long time, but I didn't want to pay the money that it's worth because I think it's quite a pricey piece. This is a near minty card, VW GTI. How I actually got this thing is quite interesting. 1986 cover date. So I actually got this at a toy show. Ooh, here we go. Yet again. I'm actually going to keep these cards. I will definitely keep these because they're opened nice. So how I got this thing is I went to a toy show and there's just cars everywhere, obviously, and there was some sort of dump bin. He had like random $1 Hot Wheels or whatever just thrown in there, and then a couple of older things and a couple of random Matchbox and blah 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 and whatever, right? So most of it was pretty mangled cards and whatever. This was thrown in there, and I bought a bunch of stuff off of him. Like, how much do you want for all this? I think I paid $2 for this, on card and everything. That's a deal. I couldn't say no. I mean, I that was a deal that had, you know, that I couldn't pass up. It'd be pretty stupid to pass that up. Yeah, I just didn't want to pay the eBay prices. That's the thing when collecting diecast, right? You gotta be patient, because if you're not patient, this hobby will take you for a ride, because it is not cheap if you're not careful. You know, you gotta know the path that you want, and very, very, very patient. I'm very happy I waited for this one because I actually had this one already in my collection, but a buddy of mine needed it. He didn't have it, and I gave it to him for free. I had a minty one, so now I got another one. Metal construction. My favorite wheels. That's a beautiful piece. So happy to have that. I'm sure there's other variations of it, but I don't care. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's all 10 vintage German Matchbox cards that we looked at today. Curious to know which one's your favorite? I mean, these three are so cool. That's it, guys. Tons more videos coming, and stay tuned for more.